Alright, welcome race fans once again to MaxSpeedTV. We have a great race here in store for you tonight. This is the NESS Super Sport Series presented by T&D RusticDecor.com. It is going to be a great night of racing here. Drivers are still making their way to the track as we are going to go over some of the pre-race stuff here in just a little bit. But before we get to that, though, we have to go through all of the sponsors that make all this possible here from MaxSpeedTV, as well as racing. So, without further ado, we'll switch over to our scenic camera. Walls Beard Co. If you have a beard, you need to check these guys out at wallsbeardco.com for some beard balm, all organic and natural products. Hell, get some health back into that beard. SimSpeedShop.com. We know you guys out there on iRacing need to up your game just a little bit. Well, that's the best way to do it. Get you a custom-made button box from them or an e-brake if you do some rally cross racing. Again, make sure you check them out at SimSpeedShop.com. Elite 7 Racing. Again, they are the official dirt team of MaxSpeedTV, so if you're looking to watch some great racing, whether it's here on MaxSpeedTV or other places, make sure you check them out for all the latest details at Elite7Racing.com. Ohio IndyCar League. Again, not only are they broadcasted by MaxSpeedTV, they're also a partner here with MaxSpeedTV. So definitely check them out. They are no longer just taking Ohio club members for their league. So make sure you check them out for some great IndyCar racing. Get all the latest information at Facebook.com/Ohio IndyCar League. iBog, iRacing Broadcast Overlay and Graphics, your sim race broadcast graphic source. If you're looking to get into broadcasting or just need some overlays made for streaming, make sure you check them out at ibog.co and contact Jason Allison for all of the details on that. Not in the overlays here tonight, of course, is our one-to-go sponsor. That is, of course, Northwest Racing Series. If you're in the Northwest Club here on iRacing and you're looking for some great Xfinity racing on Monday nights, tonight of course, and on Thursday night they have some trucks open set on Thursday, fixed set on Monday. You can tune in for that. Actually, after this broadcast, we'll be jumping over to that one here at 10:30 Central Time, so make sure you stay tuned for that as well. And of course, the official championship title sponsor for this series and the Sunday afternoon series is TJ Woodworking. Their limitation is your imagination. You can give them a call at 515-797-0415. Again, they have some awesome looking plaques that they make us. So if your league needs some plaques, hit them up and get some information on that, as well as other great woodworking items. And of course, T&D Rustic Decor, they are the title sponsor for this series, so make sure you give them a shout out. You can go look them up on their Facebook page at T&D Rustic Decor, located in Oklahoma, for all your rustic decor item needs. Make sure you give them a big shout out, and if you need any items, definitely check them out. They can ship to you, so make sure you do. Again, check them out, T&D Rustic Decor on Facebook. That being said here, we are getting ready to get this thing started here shortly. We do have currently 22 and a half minutes left on the clock. So we want to go through over some stuff here real fast for our pre-race analyst. It is a partly cloudy night race here, 2-mile-per-hour winds out of the north, so not very strong winds here tonight. However, the air temperature 65 degrees, track temp 65 as well, so a very calm night. A lot of grip here at the bull ring here tonight for this race. 60 laps are scheduled here tonight, 33 miles. Tire window, fuel window, not really going to be much of a factor. These guys probably will pit at least once. We'll see here. They do have one fast repair pit road, 35 miles per hour here in Las Vegas, USA at the bull ring. That being said, we are going to step away here for just a moment. We're going to go on board with these drivers, and then we're going to pull a driver or two up here for an interview. But before we do that, we are going to let you see what it's like to be behind the wheel of one of these. So that is what we're going to do now. So we'll be right back here in just a few minutes with some driver interviews. Again, onboard camera brought to you by T&D Rustic Decor. So again, we'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here with a quick driver interview. I'm sure we'll get a couple more in before practice is over here tonight, but we do want to talk to the 00 of Scott Page, as we're also going to pull up your point standings to take a look. We want to get you in here and see what your thoughts are coming in. Again, this is the same track every week here with the same car. You're currently sitting in third place, but you're technically tied for second. So does it put any pressure on you knowing that you're tied for second in points right now?
Oh, it does, but just got to look at the big picture and just kind of, tonight's going to be a much longer race, 60 laps, so you just got to pick and choose your battles and be around for the end.
Yeah, definitely some changes were made to try to calm it down a little bit, as it seemed there was a lot of aggressive moves going on for the short laps. So went from 30 laps to 60, doubled the laps here, but still a very quick race. So, we want to get some drivers' insight on this as well. So going from 30 to 60, I think it's going to calm everyone down here maybe a little bit. Be able to plan your moves out a little bit more to try to get by the car in front of you.
Let's hope so. I'm more of a conservative driver myself, so I just kind of want to hang in there and maybe lurk in the back a little bit and just put myself in position towards the end, or I don't know. Depends on how this race goes. We got to see.
Well, and they did change one thing here. They did allow you one fast repair now. So having that one fast repair, does that also kind of change the mindset of things, knowing that, if something does happen that you're not completely out of the race, you can go back in, get that fast repair done, and get back out on the track?
I got kind of mixed emotion on that one, because that gives a lot of people an open opportunity to just kind of say, dive it in somewhere where they normally wouldn't if they knew they didn't have a backup car waiting.
Well, that is true, so kind of a double side to everything here. Hopefully, the opposite will happen. Hopefully, people will be more conservative with the extra laps here. But only a time will tell. But before we get you back down to the pits here, anyone you want us to give a shout out to, real fast? Any sponsors out there you want to say hi to?
TND Rustic Repair, the sponsors, and MaxSpeedTV, the league. I mean, I thank y'all for having me here. I'm having a wonderful time, and this is a great league.
Well, we're definitely glad you are here. So it looks like we got Dale Garrett coming in now, so a 10th driver coming in. But again, we're going to step away one more time here and see if we can't get another driver in here for an interview, and we'll be right back with another driver interview in just a few moments. All right, we are back here, ladies and gentlemen, with 14 minutes left to go here in practice. We do have our second driver of the night here for a pre-race interview, and that is the driver sitting in fourth in points right now, only out of the lead by 8 points. And of course, that is, I believe his number is 81. If you did you change your number in here? I'm not sure. There you go, number 48, Ed Sauls. I thought you did change it. That's why it made it a little harder to find you here. But regardless, you are sitting in fourth in points right now, 8 points out with 108 points off of Brian Jones. So we're trying to get just the thoughts of the drivers here. We have 60 laps versus 30. We aren't doing heat races anymore here tonight. It's going to be straight up qualifying and then 60 laps around this track. So does that change the way you go around this track? You're thinking of how you're going to go about the race?
Oh, absolutely. Just knowing that we have 6 laps to get and take a little more time to get to the front if you're in the back or in the middle there. You're not trying to hurry up as much, of course. So, yeah, hopefully it won't end up like it was a couple weeks ago. That was just horrible for the sponsors and stuff. So, hopefully tonight we can put on a lot better show.
Definitely, I think it will here. People have more time to get to the front. They don't have to press the issues as well. And I know over the course of this week, they did a lot of talking, excuse me, with race control to go over some new things and all of that good stuff. As I think Brian Jones just went off the track. But so a lot of new things here just to try to improve the series and make it a little bit better. As it already has potential to be something great. We love covering it here at MaxSpeedTV as well. But you do have one fast repair now, so we're getting the thoughts of the drivers on that. You didn't have any before, so now, obviously, we talked to Scott Page a second ago. It could go both ways. People could make crazy moves knowing they have it. But on the flip side of that, you also, if you get caught up in somebody's accident, you have that as a backup. So, in your eyes, is it a good thing here, or did you like it better when you didn't have one?
I liked it better when we didn't have any. I say that, but like a couple weeks ago, we had a lot of accidents and stuff. If you don't have any fast repairs, you tend usually to take it a little more easier. So we'll see.
We'll definitely see. It could be good or bad, just depending on if you get caught up in someone else's mess, or if someone could make a little crazy move to try to get by, knowing they have that fast repair. It could go both ways. But again, we don't want to keep you in here long. We might try to pull one more driver. But any quick shout-outs or just sponsors you want to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank TJ Woodworks and MaxSpeedTV and you, Charles, and Chuck and Brandon Kaufman there putting on a show for us and for our sponsors.
All right. Well, again, that was the 48 of Ed Sauls. Used to be calling him the 81, but he changed his number here for this series. So again, we'll be right back here. We're going to see if we can't pull one more driver in. So we'll be right back in just a few moments. All right, we're back here for our final interview of the night before we get over to the national anthem and all of that good stuff. Before we get into qualifying, we do have the 21 of Brian Jones here. Your points leader coming into tonight's race by 6 points over Landon Heidi and Scott Page, and 8 points over Ed Sauls for the top four. Jason Deere is sitting in 10th place. But coming into the night, you're the points leader. So what are your thoughts here? We have 60 laps versus 30 last week. So that's 30 more laps you have to defend off this field, as you are the fastest one in practice right now. So does that change your mindset coming into this race?
Not too much. I mean, it's pretty much the same game plan as it has been in the past. Just kind of, stay out of the back and try and stay in the front and run defensively. You got to kind of block that inside line and just try not to get spun.
Yeah, definitely don't want to get spun here. And we've been talking to all drivers. You have one fast repair now. We saw in the past people getting caught up in some wrecks that may have not been a fault of their own. So the admins felt that it was best to put that in there just to give those people a second chance here that may have got caught up in something that wasn't their own fault. So you have a little bit of a safety net now. And we're just getting all the drivers' thought on that. How does that play into coming into the race now, knowing that you have that little bit of a safety net?
Well, I'm not really sure. I don't know if you can actually destroy these cars enough where you'd need to use a fast repair. They're pretty indestructible unless you just, go straight into the wall at, full speed. But yeah, I don't know how it's going to play into the race. I haven't been in a situation, I don't think, at this track where I've really needed to use a fast repair. It's just been kind of minor damage. And I'm not even sure if you can go down pit road without going a lap down. You might be able to, but you'd be cutting pretty close. So I'm not sure what to see.
Well, definitely going to be interesting to see here how it all plays out. But 60 laps versus 30, so a little bit different here tonight. No heat racing, just straight up head-to-head qualifying. 2 laps for 5 minutes, and then we will go into the actual race itself. So we know you got some sponsors on that car, so who would those be, and do you have any shout-outs you want to give out there?
I just want to thank jalopnik.com, and thank you guys for broadcasting the race.
All right. Again, that was the 21 Brian Jones, your points leader, but only by 6 points right now over Landon Heidi and Scott Page that are tied for second. But we are going to step away for the last time here tonight. We're going to get all the last minute stuff sorted out here, and we will be right back here in just a few minutes with your national anthem, and followed by that will be qualifying. All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, and it is that time of the night again for your national anthem. Again, we are going to get that started here in about 20 seconds. We'll get to the national anthem, so make sure you are standing, of course, with your hats off, because it's time for your national anthem. We'll be right back with qualifying, again, following your national anthem.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Qualifying is underway, and times are already starting to come in, so we're going to move up qualifying times on there. Trey Calgon has already put in a 14.740. Jason Garrett right behind him with a 14.764. Chuck Kemper, though, taking it to the top of the charts with a blistering fast time, 14.681. That'll put him on top so far. Brian Jones, your points leader, currently in upside down on the track with a 14.803, as he will be upside down during qualifying. Ed Saul's going to put it to a second place there, right behind his teammate with a 14.718. Again, we'll see where these guys stack up here when it's all said and done. John Winkler pulling it to a stop in 7th place with a 15.602. Brett Osborne taking that Jags 99 machine up to 3rd place with a 14.682. So he will put in a 3rd fastest time here tonight. We'll see if he can best his time. That time didn't happen. We'll check in with Scott Page, who has not put in an official time yet. And it is coming up there with a for sale sign on the side of that car. We'll see. It doesn't have any information to contact him, though. But he is going to qualify 8th with a 14.930. Landon Heidi has not come out onto the track just yet, as it looks like everybody's pretty much taking it to a close here, as we have about 2 minutes, almost 3 minutes left in qualifying. Never mind, there is Landon Heidi coming out onto the track in the number 87 machine. I got Heidi's auto repair on the side of that car. So he is trying to get it into victory lane here tonight. We'll see, where is he going to stack up against the rest of this field. Time will tell, as he is the last car to come out and qualify. That will do a time 15.081 to put himself in 9th out of 11 drivers here tonight. So again, he is currently in 9th place. Will he beat his lap? We'll know right there as he scrapes the wall. That's going to invalidate that lap, so that lap will not count. So he's going to be back in 9th position now. That will determine where everyone is going to be, as we'll take the driver bar off for you. But that will do it here for qualifying. 1:51 left on the clock. But everyone is done qualifying for the night, so nobody else left to come out. A small field of 11, but this is a tiny little track as well, as he's going to pull it to pit road and bring it to a stop. The only other car left out is the 40 of Chuck Kemper right there. As he is sitting on pit road, just kind of chilling there. He's got brand new paint job, brand new fire suit for his drivers, or his pit crew. So awesome job for him. Paints all those himself. He paints a few of the cars here. Ed Sauls, I believe, and Jason Deere paints theirs as well. Some awesome looking paint jobs there. But that will do it for qualifying. Chuck Kemper going to take the pole here. We have 1 minute left. We're going to step away here for the last time. 1 minute. We'll be right back with your Walls Beard Co. starting grid. All right, that will do it here for qualifying. Checkered flags have waved. Again, Chuck Kemper going to be your pole sitter for tonight's race. As soon as everyone gets on pit road, we'll go through your Walls Beard Co. starting grid. And he, again, is going to have his teammate, the 48 of Ed Sauls, right behind him here for the start of this race. Two awesome drivers, two awesome-looking paint jobs out there. We got a Dodge and a Chevrolet out there. We'll see how it does here as they are rolling off. So to go through your Walls Beard Co. starting grid, it is going to be the 40 of Chuck Kimber and the 48 of Ed Sauls on row 1. Row 2 is going to be 99 of Brett Osborne and the 49 of Trey Galgon. Row 3 is going to be Jason Garrett, not sure what his number is, the 71, and the 21 of Brian Jones. Row 4, the 72 of Dale Garrett and the 00 of Scott Page. Row 5 is going to be the 87 of Landon Heidi and the 45 of Jason Deere. And in row 6 by itself is the 01 of John Winkler. Again, that was your Walls Beard Co. starting grid. As we are just about ready to get this thing started, we're going to switch to a different cam here so we can see them as they are gearing up here. Pace car still on the track for another half lap. Next time by, we'll get the green flag there. The pace car is going to dive off. That means we're getting the green flag this time by. 60 laps on the books. We'll see how it goes here. Green flag is in the air, and Chuck Kemper on the loud pedal. We're racing here at the Bull Ring once again here for week number 4. And Chuck Kemper is going to get up there, but here comes Brett Osborne taking second from Ed Sauls pretty quickly here, as it looks like the bottom line is the place to be. But look right back here, we got a good group of cars going on for a battle all the way from about 3rd all the way to 6th place, as everybody's going to have to take it calm here. They have plenty of laps to get up to the front, and right now they are doing just that. As here comes Landon Heidi, and Heidi into the 48 of Ed Sauls. It doesn't bring out a caution, but that is the kind of aggressiveness they are looking for here in this race that can't be done. That was way too hot into the corner for the 87 of Landon Heidi, as he was popping wheelies going into the corner and got into the 48 of Ed Sauls. Ed Sauls, although he has got the most damage after he got into the wall, that car is going to be hard for him to handle now. That is unfortunate for him. He'll have to use that fast repair if a caution does come out. We'll definitely see, as now it looks like Jason Deere is going to get by him. And we'll see Brett Osborne taking the lead from Chuck Kemper. Now Jason Garrett trying to get in there. Chuck Kemper taking it to the high side And it looks like he's going to let those two by, and here comes the 72 of Dale Garrett as well. He is going to go to the inside. A very clean pass there, nothing major. I'm not sure, maybe if Chuck got into the wall or something beforehand, but he definitely let those guys by pretty easy. He may know it's too early to battle. We're only on lap 7 of 60 as Ed Sauls is on pit road. So he is going to go multiple laps down. He's going to get in and get that damage repaired, though. And we'll see if he can get the lucky dog later. But he is already 1 lap down. Brett Osborne out front, though, with a pretty sizable lead right now of 0.733 seconds. Unfortunately, they have white background, so we can't see the distance there. But again, a good run for Brett Osborne. Jason Garrett in second. Dale Garrett in third. Chuck Kemper from first all the way to fourth now as he's fighting his way back up. And Brian Jones battling with Landon Heidi right now for 5th position. And it looks like Brian Jones is going to get that position. Again, we'll see. Landon Heidi went way in hot earlier and got into the 48 of Brett Jones. And it looks like Brett Jones of Ed Saul, sorry. Got the names mixed up there, but it looks like Landon's going to get into the wall once again just a lap ago. As that car is taking some severe damage, and here comes Scott Page in the 00, seeing if he can get by Landon Heidi. And the question is, he almost had him there, had to back off not to get into him, but he is going to get by him, so that damage may be affecting that 87 car. As we'll see here, he's going to try a crossover move. And just not sure if it's going to work. He's going to take it almost on the rumble strip there. And he is not going to be able to get back by him, at least not on that lap, though still battling right now for 5th position here at the Bull Ring. And again, Scott Page looks like he will take it. And here comes the 49 of Trey Galgon as he got some damage. It looks like during that little scuffle there on the track as well. So he does have rear end damage as well as front end damage. But these cars are tanks. They can run and withstand a lot of beating and banging going on. So we'll just have to keep an eye on all these guys to see how their cars handle once they get that damage. As right now, a lot of them have some damage out there. But one of the cars that doesn't have any damage, that is Brett Osborne out front. He has currently led so far 11 laps, now 12 laps. He is one that has led most of the laps here tonight. So a good job for him. Making a comeback, that is the 40 of Chuck Kemper. He takes 3rd place back from Dale Garrett. Again, we'll check with Dale Garrett. Don't see any damage, so it looks like it was just a pass there as he got by him. As now he's going to try to get by right there, the 71 of Jason Garrett in that skull number 71 Chevrolet here tonight. Can Chuck Kemper get by him? We'll see. Chuck Kemper's all over his back bumper. He's got about a 2.1 second gap to the lead, though, as Brett Osborne has definitely pulled away here tonight. Again, early in the season, he had a win here, and due to a jump of the start, that win was removed and given to 2nd place. But right now he's showing that win definitely might have happened regardless if he'd have got that quick start or not, as he's out front dominating this race by 1.4 seconds over second and 1.8 over 3rd place right now. He is doing a fantastic job of hanging on to the lead. And here comes Chuck Kemper, though. He is now right on the back bumper, 0.366 seconds behind Jason Garrett, as they're going to put the 01 of John Winkler a lap down. John Winkler 1 lap down. Jason Deere 1 lap down as well. Ed Sauls back out on the track, got his fast repair done, but he is 2 laps down at the moment, and that's the car doing it right there, the 91 of Brett Osborne, the one putting all these cars a lap down. He is out there on a Sunday drive, just putting people laps down and having a blast, I'm sure, doing it. What a good race for the 99 of Brett Osborne. Again, we were checking in as now Chuck Kemper just gets by the 71 of Jason Garrett. So Chuck Kemper back on the move. We'll see. 2.349 seconds behind Brett Osborne. Can he get up there? He's got plenty of time. We're only on lap 25 of 60 here tonight, and these guys have a ton of time to make it up. Now it's going to be 2.4 seconds. Again, these are fixed setups here for this race, so it's all about how you get around the track as we are closing in on the halfway lap here in about 5 laps or so. As we'll take a look here at the cautions chart. We have had 0 cautions here tonight. Fantastic race. These guys are doing an awesome job. 0 cautions. Caution free here at the bull ring. 34 laps to go. We have had 1 lead change, and of course that was when Brett Osborne took it from Chuck Kemper early in this race, and so far he has not looked back from the start, but that gap is closing now. 2.316 seconds behind of the lead is Chuck Kemper. We're keeping an eye. Now it's going to gain a little bit as there is your race leader right there. He is doing a fantastic job here tonight hanging on to that lead. We'll go through the fields here tonight. There is your leader, of course. We'll pull it up. Brett Osborne. Second place belongs to the 40 of Chuck Kemper. Third place belongs to the 72 of Dell Garrett now, as he's going to get by Jason Garrett. And a little bump there to the back bumper of the 71 from the 21, who is now your actually 4th place car. Jason Garrett going to be in 5th place. Scott Page taking 6th place right now. Landon Heidi in 7th place, as it looks like Trey Galgon's going to get by him for 6th place. So those two are battling it out here. And behind them is Ed Sauls, but he is actually 2 laps down. John Winkler as well 2 laps down, and Jason Deere 2 laps down here in the race. But Ed Sauls trying to come back and see if he can't get back into this just the old-fashioned way by just racing to get his laps back. But that's a good little battle going on right there. That is a battle for position. As we're going to switch back to our battle cam here a little bit out. That is the 49 and the 87. That is Trey Galgon in the 49 and the 87 of Landon Heidi. Those two really starting to duke it out. As we'll see, it looks like Landon Heidi is going to maybe get him. We'll see. Can he get him? He's going to stick it to the bottom. And they're still side by side. But it looks like Landon Heidi is going to take the position as well. We'll say, look here. Here comes Ed Sauls. Can't quite get to there. He was trying to take advantage of that hole, but it just filled up before anything could happen. Again, Ed Sauls 2 laps down, though, so that wouldn't have been for a position anyway, so no need in forcing the issue. There's your race leader, though. He's coming up on all these guys. Again, he's coming up on 7th and 8th as well as 11th place, as he's in a threat to put them lat down, and you see some bumping going on here. The 49 trying to get back by the 87. Trey Galgon going to try to get by Landon Heidi. He knows he needs to get by, otherwise he's going to go a lap down. Brett Osborne, though, he has the toughest job. Does he go by these guys and put them a lap down, or does he stick behind them and just kind of hang in there right now? Again, I'm not sure, his name is not showing up in the overlay, so we do apologize for that. But that 99 is your race leader of Brett Osborne, and he's right on the back bumper of the 48 of Ed Sauls. He's your race leader. He doesn't need to go through these guys, but he's that much faster that he's catching them. So he is going to put the 87 of Landon Heidi and the 49 of Trey Galgon another lap down as Trey Galgon gets into the door of the Trey Galgon got into. He actually was the one that got tagged there by the 87 of Landon Heidi. So Landon Heidi in the 87 gets into the door of the 49 after diving it into the corner, and that will spin him, almost spin him out, but he does save it. There is your leader, Brett Osborne, right on the back bumper of Ed Sauls, attempting to put him a 3rd lap down. But right now, we got 20 to go. His best bet's probably just kind of sit back there and ride behind him. Don't put him that lap down, as he's got a sizable lead of 2.4 seconds over, now 2.5 over Chuck Kemper in 2nd. So again, a good race here. Caution free so far. Brett Osborne out front, leading the race, trying to put another car a lap down here of the 48 of Ed Sauls. Again, we know you got some fans out there in chat, so if you've got a favorite driver that you're rooting for here tonight, with 18 laps to go, let us know who you are rooting for here tonight, and are they in contention to win this thing? Right now, it looks like it is in the hands of Brett Osborne so far. Caution free here in the race, 17 laps to go. Chuck Kemper is in second, and here comes Brian Jones. He's going to try to make a move here. He's got a few laps to do it and gets into the back bumper of the 40, spinning the 40 around. Not sure if it's going to bring out a caution or not. That will not bring out a caution. Chuck Kemper going to lose second place because of that. That was not what Chuck Kemper wanted, and I'm sure that is not going to sit well with Chuck Kemper as he was running in second place there. Again, just a slight bump, but it was enough to spin the 40 of Chuck Kemper around, and that gave the fourth position there to Brian Jones as he's going to lose some spots there as well. As now Dale Garrett and Jason Garrett are going to battle side by side for second position. So both of them lost quite a few spots, as now it looks like Scott Page will be in there as well. So Chuck Kemper trying to battle his way back here as he's going to try to get up there. He has 13 laps to get to the front where he was. As I can assure you that is not going to set well with the 40 of Chuck Kemper. Brian Jones, the culprit for that, getting into the back bumper of Chuck. He is sitting in fourth now as he is catching the 71 of Jason Garrett here. Again, he's got brothers Jason Garrett and Dale Garrett right in front of him. And we'll see if he's able to get by these guys and if he can do it cleanly here. That is the key. You've got to get by them cleanly. Otherwise, you could be facing a penalty of some sort. So he's got to get by them with 10 laps to go. Everybody's really chasing this car right there, who is doing a good job. He's opted to stay behind the 48 of Ed Sauls, not put him another lap down, and just run behind him. That is the safest move that he can do. As a caution comes out for the first time, and I'm not sure who it's for. I don't see anybody off pace. Going through the field, I don't see anybody off pace. Brian Jones is back behind Chuck Kemper now. Now let's go back and take a look and see what might have happened there. What happened to Brian Jones? Brian Jones just pulling it off to the side of the track and letting some cars by, and that brought out the caution. So again, Brian Jones pulling it to the side of the track brings out the caution with 7 laps to go. Chuck Kemper will pass him. Scott Page is going to get by him, so I'm not sure what that was about, but it did bring out the caution. As everyone going to go down pit road here, at least the 40 and the 21 is. Brett Osborne is not going to go to pit road. He is going to stay out here. So for everyone here, you are watching the NESS Super Sports Series presented by TND RusticDecor.com. Brett Osborne opting to stay out. Scott Page going to stay out as well. So we'll see how this is going to play out. Trey Galgon going to stay out as well, but here comes Trey to pit now, so he will pit. So Brett Osborne and Scott Page going to stay out here on the restart. We'll have about 4 laps to go. Will those 55 lap tires be able to hold off this field with fresh tires and fuel? That will be a question we will answer here shortly, as those guys are on pit road. Chuck Kemper back to third place, up to about where he was. So he'll be starting on the bottom here, and that is where you want to be here at this track. The bottom seems to be the line that you want, so he could possibly get second out of all this. We'll definitely have to just wait and see. 5 laps to go here. Right now, we are still under caution. To take a look, that is caution number 1 here for 3 laps. 1 lap to go. We have had 4 laps of caution. That is all we're going to have here tonight, unless the caution comes out immediately on the restart. We've had 3 lead changes, 3 different leaders. Brett Osborne's led 51 laps. Chuck Kemper's led 4. And Garrett, I'm not sure which Garrett that is. I believe it is Jason Garrett that led some laps. There is 2 of them here tonight. But Brett Osborne getting them ready to get this go one more time. Going to be a 3-lap shootout here for the end of this race. There it is. Green flag is out, and it looks like the 72 of Dale Garrett's trying to make it 3 wide. He's going to think wiser of that. And a little contact made there between the 40 and the 72. And they're 4 wide. That is not going to work well. Somebody didn't think that through very well, and Chuck Kemper is going to get the worst end of it, as I don't know what in the world they were thinking. Going 4 wide, more contact made, 72 into the back of the 40, and chaos is ensuing back here in the back, and this is just ridiculous. Back here, 1 lap to go, presented by Northwest Racing Series. Brett Osborne out front. Chuck Kemper has fallen all the way back to 6th place, and something has gone awry back here. The 87 back on the thing, but there is your race winner right there. Then Jason Garrett coming away with the win. I'm not sure how that happened. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened before we declare a winner. What happened to the 99 of Brett Osborne? Oh, the 71 getting below the line, giving him a nudge. We'll see, gives him another nudge there and bumps him hard, and gets by him. So some aggressive moves going on there. Gets the 71 of Jason Garrett the win, and we'll see if that will stand. We're going to go get some word in. We'll be right back here with your post-race show in just a few moments. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here with your post-race show. Coming in 3rd place here tonight was the 72 of Dale Garrett. So first off, welcome to the booth for the first time, I do believe, at least that I can remember, which is kind of hard sometimes. I can't remember much, but again, you're here in the booth, 3rd place. A very clean race here for 60 laps. So those last laps just explain what was going on. We saw y'all go 4 wide for a while.
Yeah, well, that last caution made it interesting for sure. I got second, I believe it was last time we ran here, so it's not my first time being up here, but woo, that was crazy. Reason we made it 4 wide down the backstretch was because I think the 99 and 00 did not have tires. I think everybody else did, 3 laps, 2 laps ago, whatever it was. Man, we got to go. I mean, I'm sorry to, whatever we might have caused there, but we got to go.
Definitely was It's the only word, chaos. I don't know what you call it. It was exciting chaos, to say the least. As it went crazy there on those last 3 laps. Definitely, for the fans out there watching, it wasn't a disappointment there for the finish. Good news is it did finish under green, so that's always a plus. But again, we don't want to keep anyone here too long. Any sponsors or just anyone you want to give a shout out to here that might be watching?
I just want to give a shout out to you guys at MaxSpeedTV for putting this show on, and congrats to Jason, my brother, in victory lane tonight.
All right. Well, again, congrats on that 3rd place finish. Finishing in a 2nd, you led the most laps here. That is the 99 of Brett Osborne. You led 54 laps here. Unfortunately, old tires may have bit you there in the end. But overall, a great race. So what was it like out there leading those laps?
Yeah, it was fun. I was hoping not for that caution. 8-second lead. Going down there in the final corner. I don't know. I feel like I got apologized there. I don't know. I guess let's go look back in the replay, I guess. But I didn't feel like it was clean. But good win there to Jason. I think it was Jason that won it. Good win to him there.
Well, it definitely got a bump from Jason Garrett in the 71. Kind of bumped you out of the way, but again, it could have been a factor of those old tires. We'll never know, really. But 55 laps on your tires, I believe what it was when the caution came out. So, on that side of the tires, how much of a handful was that car to handle with those tires, or really did it affect them that much?
Really didn't affect them whatsoever, really, that much, to be honest with you. There the track got rubber down. You could tell you had to go into the corner and handle a little bit softer, but other than that, it felt fine. It didn't feel tight or loose or anything like that.
Well, again, you did a great job to finish in 2nd with old tires out on there. Opted not to take a pit stop. But any sponsors, anyone you want to give a shout out to? I'm sure you got someone out there that could be watching this race for you.
Yes, for sure. I'd like to thank CTV, Sim Speed Shop, and everybody up here at MaxSpeedTV for putting this thing on.
All right. Well, again, congrats on the 2nd place and getting the win here tonight. Of course, that was the 71 of Jason Garrett. First off, welcome to the booth. Congrats on the win. And how does it feel to be sitting in victory lane here tonight after a 60-lap race?
My heart's still pumping, I'll tell you that. I do have to apologize to Brett. I did get into him much harder than I anticipated due to those tire difference. So definitely the fastest and best driver tonight did not win. I will say that. Tons of fun out there tonight, though. That last caution really threw a monkey wrench in it all for everybody. So I will say great race in those first 60 laps, 50 laps, that long green flag run. That was really good to see.
Yeah, definitely what they were going for here tonight. They wanted to see some more green flag racing, and they did not disappoint. Or they all didn't disappoint. The drivers did great out there tonight. And then we just want to get your thoughts on it. Again, we don't even know what to call it. Just a old tires versus new tires. Just chaos out there. But somehow it all works out in the end. 4 wide. I didn't even know you could get 4 wide here at this track. So what was it like knowing that y'all were 4 wide there?
Well, for one, I didn't know. All I know is I was under Chuck, and that's all I could see. I was like, I got the inside lane, so that's preferred.
Definitely the inside lane was the better lane here tonight, and most likely it is here with this track. So just an outstanding race here. Looking see how many laps you did lead. We'll check real quick. I don't think it was too terribly many, as I can't tell on that screen. Again, you didn't lead too terribly many. Both, actually, you and your brother both led 1 lap. So you only led 1 lap, and it happened to be the lap you needed to. That was the last lap. So all in all, again, just a terrific race. You got by in the end is exactly what you needed to do. So any sponsors or shout-outs you want to give anyone out there watching you want to say hi to?
I just want to thank you all for putting this on. It's a lot of fun coming out here every Monday night and racing with you all. Really appreciate it. It's good to run with good, clean drivers every Monday. Got to give a shout out to my brother. Had a lot of fun racing him earlier in the race too. A lot of side by side.
Well, definitely some great racing. We are not done just yet, though, folks. We still have your rest of your post-race show coming up, so we will get to your unofficial race results. Again, barring any race control issues, we'll see if there are any. We'll let you know about that next week, if there are any. But getting away with the win here tonight is going to be the 71 of Jason Garrett. Second place will go to the 99 of Brett Osborne. Third place will be the 72 of Dale Garrett. Fourth place, the 21 of Brian Jones. And rounding out your top five here tonight is going to be the 49 of Trey Galgon. Sixth place will go to the 40 of Chuck Kemper. Seventh place, the 00 of Scott Page. The 8th place will go to the 87 of Landon Heidi. 9th place will be the 01 of John Winkler. And 10th place will go to the 48 of Ed Sauls. Rounding out your field here tonight in 11th will be the 45 of Jason Deere. Again, that is your unofficial race results. Before we sign off for the night, we want to give a big shout out to all of the sponsors as well. Here on the racing side of things, of course, we do have TJ Woodworking, the official championship sponsor award. They provide all the plaques here for the series, so make sure if you have a league out here and you need to get some woodworking done, some wood plaques done, they do custom work. Check them out at TJ Woodworking on Facebook. T&D Rustic Decor, they are the official title sponsor of this series and the Sunday afternoon series, which is actually off next week thanks to Mother's Day. So they will be taking that off, but we'll be back here on Monday, of course. No, actually, we're off Monday as well, so apologize for that. So Sunday and Monday, we are off for Mother's Day as well. And on the MaxSpeedTV side of things, we want to thank all the sponsors, of course. Walls Beard Co., Sim Speed Shop, Elite 7 Racing, Ohio IndyCar League, iBog, and of course the one we don't have in this set of overlays just yet, we're working them in, is the Northwest Racing Series. They are your official one-to-go sponsor, so a big shout out to them for coming on board here just in the last week. We are working on a cool looking video for them for breaks and stuff like that. That is coming soon. As always, on behalf of the T&D Super Sports Series and, of course, MaxSpeedTV, we will see you all at the next race, which is actually coming up here in about an hour and a half, about 10:30 Central Time, so not much time, as it's coming on 9 o'clock, so about an hour and a half. We will be back on the air with the Northwest Xfinity Series, so stay tuned for that, and we'll be back here with that race in just a couple hours.